Hello fellow webmasters, Matt and Dan Anton from backlinksindexer.com, and we're here to discuss indexing backlinks, some common myths about it, best strategies, and just overall discussion on indexing backlinks to help you succeed online. So right away, many of you already know what it means to have your backlinks indexed. For those who don't, what does it mean to have your backlinks or web pages indexed? Basically what it means is that the Google search robots go to your web page or the web page where your URL exists, and they see it, they crawl the page, they say this is worthwhile, and then they add it to their gigantic index of the web. Because at the end of the day, Google takes snapshots of the internet. It does it so fast that it's basically in real time, but what it is just a snapshot of the internet as they see it. So you want to make sure that your web pages become part of that daily snapshot. Otherwise, as we know, they're just not going to count for much at the end of the day. We both know that they exist once you create them, but if you don't do anything to get Google to notice that they exist, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good. Okay, so why don't I just ping my URLs? What's the difference between pinging them and backlinking them, as long as at the end of the day they get indexed, right? Well, that used to be true a few years ago. Back in the day, people would just create new links or create new web pages, and then they would simply ping the search engine robots to come check them out. Now, what that's akin to is like a girl in the bar with a tight red dress and the bright red lipstick. You know, everyone notices her instantly, right? For all the wrong reasons, of course. And then as the night goes on, you realize, I'm not going to pay attention to this skank. And that's kind of a lot of the way with pinging works too. If you keep telling Google, hey, this exists, this exists, this exists, what they're going to do is they're going to start not caring as much. And that's the whole idea behind the web was that, and Google itself, is that backlinks are a social vote. So social signals are a new phenomenon, actually, obviously with Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, etc. But the web is founded on links. So if something's not linking back to those pages, just because you tell Google this exists, they're going to eventually not care about it. They may ping it, they may crawl it rather, but they're not going to add it to their index. And if they do add it to their index, millions and millions of pages are dropped each day from the index and added. It's a constant shuffling. So to make sure that you stay stagnant and stay in that index and in Google's good graces, you have to backlink your URLs. You have to backlink your web pages. Just letting them know that it exists is no longer enough 2012 and going forward. Okay, so that's the difference between pinging and link building. Now some best practices and types of links that you should be trying really hard to get indexed. Examples of these are forum profiles, social bookmarkings, directory submissions, Web 2.0s, articles, guest posts, just about anything that would be somewhat hard to get indexed on their own. Now granted, if you have a YouTube video or something like that, those are typically indexed very fast or take minimal effort. But on the flip side of that, if you have a forum profile and it's a very thin content, but it has your link, and you really want that link to count towards your website, you're going to have to go out of your way to get that indexed. And ways of doing that vary, but for the most part, it does require some type of backlink building, so it's going to take links to links. And that's why we created the Backlinks Indexer system. The Backlinks Indexer system was created to encompass all the mass bulk ways of link building to your links to help you get the most benefit out of your existing links. And we also do pinging as well in this system because everything in SEO and the online world is good in moderation with a combination of things. So you have to ping them, you have to link build them. But if you have to skip a step, obviously skip the pinging and go right to the link building. So again, fellow webmasters, to get your backlinks indexed, make sure you link build them. You can do it all from a Web 2.0 you own, or maybe you own a blog that's high authority where you can link back to all your other properties and sites like that. That's a strategy. Or if you don't feel like being bothered with it and you just want to build links and move on, you can use the Backlinks Indexer system. Again, fellow webmasters, if you have any ideas or questions about backlink indexing or indexing your backlinks or boosting them up, please leave a comment or question, and I'll be sure to answer it personally. Again, you can never go wrong with link building because, after all, what's the worst that could happen? You boost up that link and it counts more towards your website. As we know, link juice flows, so you might as well build it to your properties and your backlinks. Again, fellow webmasters, I want to thank you very much and have a great day.